now.
Right.
You are being given a playground.
Right.
Would you like? Would you prefer to stay here or to move out?
About no life for you, eh? If I see when I jump out, I know life for
You
you.
want
No, no.
Japan? You want Japan for you, though?
What you do for you? No, 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 no. Listen
Everybody,
now.
people the Japan they go. You want Japan come over here? What is that?
Changing the narratives with Mr. B.
How you
Good
doing?
man.
Nice life.
Thank God.
You look great.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You too.
All right. Please, I'm going to be asking you one or two questions.
Okay.
We are doing this for educational purpose, just to
Okay.
enlighten our people, share it from our own life experience, what is happening here in Europe in general. All right.
Okay.
Okay, please, can you just introduce yourself to them before we get started?
My name is Dillion.
Okay.
From Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm Igbo. Grew up in Lagos, but my father is from Imo State.
Okay.
So, Lagosian, born and bred.
All right. Like, how long have you been here now?
7 years.
7 years. Okay. Like, your first primary motive of leaving Nigeria, what was it?
Family.
Family.
Yeah.
Okay. You relocated to this place because of family, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your parents or your siblings were here
Yeah.
already. All right. Now, coming here, was it for work or for study?
For studies.
For study.
For school.
All right. In these 7 years now, how is high school experience?
So basically, first time I came here without understanding any language, no, yeah, they don't speak English and whatnot. Coming from a place whereby we speak only English, and coming here where they speak Italian, and majority of them don't even want to try to speak English.
Okay.
My first year, I hate it. I don't lie for you. I hated it. I was even planning on going back to Nigeria because I felt like, yo, my life in Nigeria was better than what I came here to see. This was just my first year. But due to one or two issues, manga stay, and so I decided to find way. I was like, okay, but if I'm gonna be here, I got to go to school. I got to make sure that I put myself through one or two so that I can find a brighter future for myself. So I went to school, university. Throughout the university days, it's different. Once you do school, once you're inside school, right, and people will even say, you that is inside school, you're like, oh, you have your own life set, to say everything river, thing go
Okay.
just the flow.
Okay.
But as time goes on, by the time you finish, you understand, say wave did that river you get.
Not be
So
as you they look and say smooth.
smooth like that at all. Wave day, wave
All
day.
right.
So yeah, so schooling year is great, but at the same time, is what you do with the studies that matters. Like no matter as you go school, even for Nigeria, so no matter as you go school, reach now what you do after you come outside for school, mind the important. So that's just the main thing.
Okay, like now I believe before coming here, you
Right.
studied in Nigeria.
Of course.
Right?
Of
You've
course.
gone to some extent before coming here.
Yeah.
Starting here again for another level, right?
Yeah.
And you've experienced the aspect of
Also
Nigeria
Nigeria.
and also you've experienced here.
Yes.
So what can you tell me now for educational purpose, just to enlighten
Right.
the people, the differences
Okay.
due to your own experience in both sides?
Okay. Schooling in Nigeria, I went all the way to like university level in Nigeria before I came here, and then I did university level here as well. So one of the main difference, or the major difference, is that you're in Nigeria, everybody know your people. You
Okay.
can relate with everybody and whatnot. But you see those whole lecture they do one kind, the whole bribery, where we say, or be like say, you got paid to do this and all those things. Now your book now. If you are coming here to study, you got to study. You get
Okay.
there's no two ways about it. If you don't study, you go fail, and if you fail, you'll continue to the study when you're supposed to graduate. So I know so many people will say since they here they've been studying for 7 years and they stay at the same level based on say so many things they involve in the sense that one, you're not just going to be studying, you be man or you be woman. The more you grow up, the more you understand that
Okay.
you need money, you need stuff like that. So you got to balance work and study. For Nigeria, if you did school, many people know to they work. Now your parents now they send them
Yeah,
money, all those
yeah.
kinds of things. But for here, if you be students, you got to find work to support yourself because it's you alone. So no matter how much you study here, you got to also find a way to like balance it up. But the main difference with their school here, their school system is that it's very how will I say it's very enlightening. There are so many
Okay.
things that they are gonna teach you that maybe in Nigeria. But the difference is that once they are teaching you this stuff, right, it's totally different from the way they're going to teach you in Nigeria. They
Okay.
focus it more on their European system. So once they are focused on their European system, they get lost to the fact that there's outside world. So once they are teaching you something that is going to make you close in Italy, right? So they'll teach you more things about how to understand the Italian language, how to be in Italy and whatnot. But the thing is, in Nigeria, once you're learning things that can also help you
Even
outside.
outside the scope.
Exactly,
Okay.
you get. So, but that's the main thing. However, they focus in depth. Like if they learn, not be only theory they learn, they also do the practical as well. And the practical of the whole thing is that, for example, I studied acting and filmmaking. I'm an actor and I'm also an artist.
Okay.
So I did acting and filmmaking, and doing acting and filmmaking, I was able to like practice and learn a lot about the whole dynamic of being an actor and whatnot. So I did do acting for like theater and also for cinema. So, but the thing is, now you're doing it in their own language. So they
Okay.
focus more on the Italian language and not international language. Whereby in Nigeria, if you're studying in English. So with English, you can be able to study outside as well. But here, you're doing it mostly in Italian, which is a big difference. And while you're studying in Italian, that means you're closing yourself to like
Within the
community
country.
you get. And you as especially you as someone of color, someone like a black person like you, it's you limiting yourself to a lot of stuff that you could do.
Okay. Like okay, knowing fully well that you came to a place where they don't speak English, right?
Right.
And you've been in a country where you were being brought up in English speaking, as you're saying, English speaking country, right?
Right.
Okay, now, what was your first challenges that you faced here, knowing fully well that this place is a different culture, different from yours, where you were coming from?
One, culture shock. Okay, culture shock means that you are used to knowing something in a particular way.
Okay.
Okay, and now you've left what you know and you have to start learning from square one. So you're not just learning the language, you just be like small picking will be saying no sabi talk. You're learning the language, you're learning the people, you're learning the system, you're learning what works and what doesn't work. You're learning everything from scratch.
Okay.
So that's a big culture shock in the sense that one, you're meeting people, even for you to communicate with people and them knowing the way they are. I know a lot of you, Italy, racism day, because it is what it is, you know, and due to the fact that you're someone of color, you're a black person, and then you're coming to a country whereby it's mostly populated by white people, you're definitely gonna feel some type of like prejudice in a sense. So you're definitely gonna feel that, and even the people are also gonna be afraid to like talk to you, except from the ones that are open-minded. The majority of them are not open-minded in that sense. So first one, culture shock. You're shocked in the fact that okay, a lot of the things that you learn, forget now. The same way you learn from Nigeria, forget that. You know they work for you. If you try use the say you won't use Nigerian man and say Nami wise pass come here, okay, you dey free yourself because na different lifestyle, na different people. So if you use that approach, it don't make sense say you go another country, you can't use the mentality
Yeah, yeah.
where you get from Nigeria, stay they follow here. You know, you got to understand, adapt, and move on. So that's one of the main things.
Okay, you said you were up to university level
Right.
in Nigeria before
Right.
coming here. Okay, so coming here, does that advantage of being in university works here? Does it give you any leverage here?
I mean, everything. See, this life, whatever you learn, nothing you learn that is a loss time
Okay.
because everything that you've learned in this life, no be waste. So it depends on how you use them. For me, let's say I was able to use the knowledge that I got back home to understand, and that's what makes me different.
Okay.
Because the fact that I know this particular thing or I learned this from back home means I came with a different mindset, a different knowledge. So if me coming here now and learning from them, I'm adapting it, I'm adding what they are teaching me to my
what
own.
you already have.
So it increase for me. That's if I use my brain. You get, that be one thing. So, but now learning those things and having them, I would say is an advantage for me personally
Okay.
because I was able to use them in my own life. So I don't learn, I was able to use it. That's what made me special. That's what made me
Yes.
different
Oh, wow.
compared to like other people or compared to like the Italians already here.
that doesn't have any knowledge of those things.
I would say they have a different knowledge.
Okay.
Every experience that we face in life makes us unique. So your experience is unique to you. My experience is unique to me. And now learning new experiences, adding to more experience, and the more they had, the more wisdom you get. You know.
Okay.
So
But
that's it.
okay, like getting to university level in Nigeria,
Right.
you come here. Do
Right.
you did, where does that very level take you here?
Oh
Where
yeah. In
did you take?
in the sense that the thing I learned in Nigeria, right, it just made me understand that the way I see things is different from the way they see things. So due to the fact that I've learned all these things from Nigeria, for example, I went to Unizik, and learning those stuff in Unizik is different approach, because in Nigeria they're going to teach you how it works in Nigeria.
Okay.
So using that knowledge makes me a little bit different from them.
Okay.
And that differences can be a plus or a minus for you. It can be an advantage and also a disadvantage for you,
Okay.
because now they're going to be teaching you something new in their own way, right? And then in your head you're like, but the way we me take learn this and not be the way they tell me this thing. So now you're confusing yourself, not confusing yourself, but you have this deliberation in your head that, oh, I don't know, should I use the one I already know or should I use the one that they are teaching me? Which one is better? So all those things, they pile up, and their schooling here is very good for them, depending on what you study as well, depending on what you're doing. That's the main thing. And yeah, that's what I can say.
All right. Now, let me ask: if you have opportunity
Right.
now,
Right.
you are being given a playground.
Right.
Will you prefer to stay here or to move out?
About no life for you, if I see when I drop out. I know life for you.
You want jackpot for you, though?
What you do for here? No.
Give us the jackpot because you want jackpot over here. What did happen?
Well, Italy and Nigeria, no difference.
Why?
I mean, apart from the people, apart from the color and streets, nice, Baba, they be like Africans, bro. So now movements. No, one of the main things is in Italy, right? People got to understand this. Italy, yes, they say they come abroad. You don't reach abroad now. We don't reach abroad. We don't see as it be. But their process here is very slow. Like years after years, you feel like there's no growth, even among the country itself. And once the country is not growing in that sense, you also feel stuck. Like you dey work, you dey get money, but the money na still the country they collect on. At the end of the day, you are left with like manage now you dey manage most you get, and that's not the way you're supposed to live, you know. And coming to Italy, whereby everybody they do the same thing. Imagine say you finish school, you do everything, you finish school, you start to the work. But the same amount where they work, na same amount where the same person where no go school, they still collect. So what's the point? You get what's the difference? Like waiting be the gain inside, and the fact that Baba, things just slow for this side, you know. Things just slow. Like the way we say people take the reason, bro, not be so it be. Things just slow. There's so many things that could be better, but the way the country thinks, the way the country is, it makes you that now you are here. You're like, and I saw that they drawn, so I got drawn. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. But bro, you can't collect for inside Caesar pocket to take build yourself, man.
Okay, like since you've been here now, have you traveled to any other
country?
Yeah. Like how many countries have you visited?
I've been to Austria, Germany, and I saw France. Yeah.
Okay, like what would be your that is your choice of country if you have the opportunity to relocate?
I would like to go to an English-speaking country.
English-speaking country.
Yeah, because for me, going to another country to start learning the language again is like me starting all over from square one. Yes, learning languages is good. Knowing different languages is good, but I don't get that time again to start to learn different language. So I would like to go to an English-speaking country whereby I know that even if I'm starting from square one, I already know one or two things I can use to maneuver myself, you know. And Italy, bro, I know a lot of you. Italy and Italians get some. So no matter how much say we want to, we be good citizen, we do all that, we're good citizen, we get the Italian passport, we don't do any trouble, we don't do casala, everywhere good. Baba, we still be Nigerians, we still be black, we don't be Italian, so we must still feel them. So, but going to an English-speaking country, at least, you know, say, because if they hear you speak Italian, they're gonna say you know be Italian. And once they hear you say you know be Italian, the way they take look you, they're different. No matter how educated, no matter say you born for here, this color we get for our skin, now our stamp, and we got to use it twice. If we don't use them wise, they go use them for us. So I just matter with that.
All right. Lastly, before you go,
Oh, all of.
if you said you are going to an English-speaking country,
Right.
do you think that the certificate you acquire here
Right.
would be valid compared to where you are going to?
That is a answer that I don't have because
Okay.
I can't tell you how another country how another country take the work if I'm not there.
Yeah,
So I
fast.
can't tell you how the country is gonna work if I'm not there. I can't tell you how it's gonna function. But one thing I know that it's not certificate that matters.
It's what is us. Yeah,
That's the important thing.
you are right.
So it's not about your paper, not what you get for head. So now this thing I go carry you go far, no be paper.
In fact, okay, like people when they say they are still like your position when
Right.
you were back like 7 years or 8
Right.
years back, right? And they are still looking from a distance,
Right.
don't know what is going to happen here. So,
Right.
by your experience now, what can you advise them?
Bro, you know, everybody get their own. Now, person where should I know where they play now.
Na facts.
Every man with in kettle. So, the only thing I would say is be prepared. Be prepared. If you say now Italy or you say now Europe might be your destination, at the end now your papa say you go see your life. I know I can't tell you not to go,
Na fact.
but just be prepared because we for Europe we get saying say who no go no no. So no matter how much I tell you, the experience now matters now. Till you see on yourself, now be the main thing. So the only advice I'll tell you is just be prepared. Know that whatever you've heard, whatever you've seen on TV, not two different things. Because one, for example, the Italian people waiting they show for about Africans. I say everybody they suffer.
Yeah.
Everywhere they suffer for Africa.
Like,
you
no-
get
no place where
we
you
not
say-
get water, nowhere good. Everywhere now. That's what you're gonna be seeing on TV over here. So this is the mentality that they used to look at us. They see us as they're very. I don't blame them. It's all ignorance because they're ignorant to a lot of things.
Yeah.
So the people that are wise are the people that are open-minded, that have been able to travel and see that there are other things compared to what they see on TV,
Yeah.
right? So there's the same thing for people back home. One, if the things that they are seeing on TV, things they are seeing online, they think it's all lifestyle. People know they show when they suffer for online
Yeah,
now.
na fact.
Bro, on the normal, most people no go show when they drink Gary, but you go see them when they chop turkey online.
Yeah.
So may they just reason out. You got to understand that, yo, brother, turkey no be everything. Like you see the turkey online, other lifestyle they waiting you know see online plenty pass what you they see on the line. So that's just the truth. Just be prepared, man. That's all the thing. I can't tell you not to come. I can't tell you to come. Just be prepared.
Thank you so much.